Liquid, we've got to be really happy with Ek surviving this. He's got to ping it again, they're still rotating to help him feel safe, and he is. So much space from mind control here. Mid lane.
He's trying to work with him. There's so much damage now. The cooldown comes in. MSS returning to the line. Darius DP'd in. The duel is out. And GA feels free to end. MSS will claim it. It just seems today that Port's got all the kills.
You're not mad at that. You want the IO to get the ball. It's a good hero for this kill on. But yeah, Liquid looking much better in this game than game number 1 currently. Relocate top, there's the play we've talked about, the minute to reload. And this time he's dead. Another kill for IO, the bottle. I don't know if he wanted that kill. But now he has the bottle for sure.
You'll take it. The problem is actually that Kuro didn't deep ward out. Pieliedie has over inventory. He should have known it was. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening now. Kuro is establishing that vision control. But top down.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Too scared to do anything against.
I know. This is back. Let's see. Blink Dagger coming up soon for Sneyking. Oh, it's close to Veil. Nothing else to speak of outside. Liquid side access has been delayed seriously by this what's been happening lately. Miracle is probably the biggest winner, but I think that's relatively. He has good farm. He has only 1 death. The late stage went very well for him. He's closing in on the probably was going to be a 16-minute battle period, I would assume. Maybe 17 if he gets killed, especially. And Weeha is going for Diffusal. Tango. That's pretty good this game. Just go the Diffusal act route.
He's gonna get the hell out of here. The rolling thunder. Just needs to pull away. He went up. Coming around, and well, that's the easiest DP out.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Just wasting as much time.
Well, it's working well. My control's getting the space on top. Used to farm up. Can't kill Eric if you're too busy chasing the Pango. And GA is spending a lot more time up on this top lane now. Obviously, ensuring I can get to that Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger to ride a little late because the one's already there. He blinks in, takes out Kuro. And with relocate from YawaR and MSS, it just helps get the kill.
P from Elder was, I mean, he speed as fast as he could. The Maiden just insta-died. You can't save Kuro here.
It's a Crystal Maiden.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. She might not even be worth TPing for. It's in this game, obviously wasn't. Died before Elder got her, but at the same time, he's defending the mid lane, which is very important. You can always start with the Spirit plus Stomp. Some decent experience here, too. So not
Radiant are scanning.
He would have loved that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
yet
attack.
another kill.
The IO skill, by the way, I think this is what you're missing a lot. IO's going through and together. And then either it's really, I feel like you still generally will see Spirits maxed duel. Okay, for now.
Watch the face out the rolling thunder and disruptions out. Come back into a quick jump away. Up next and went up from the last.
You belong in the
Oh, it sounded a lot closer to where I was going to.
Would you believe it? Now, Sneyking is almost level 13 and Mind Control is level 10. Almost level 11. So it's a 2-level lead now for Project Command. This rune goes to CCnC. But
it was instantly frostbite now. Mind Control. Yeah, doesn't think that it's Sneyking. Jumps in. Kuro gets hammer drops. The relocate came in, and CCnC has himself a double kill.
This will do nicely.
that was super good communication from Newbee. This is like, I'm gonna get the rune. I might need help. Legion is ready to TP in, get the banish. They take the rune. They know that Axe wants to turn and try to get. They could call into the Maiden ulti, try to kill the OD, and they get out of it with the OD ulti. That was very nicely. Of course, one of those situations where Philip really comes in handy. Just blew up while he was ulting, and they get a tower for it too. Very nice sequence here coming in B.
keep this pressure up. So he feels very confident. He's got his blink dagger, OD's got his a double jump initiation available or saves, depending how you look at it.
I think it's hard for
I want to know. He sees MS quick disarm, but tether for snaking away. He can't chasing with the rolling one. Just got a little too. So he'll just do laps. The road.
That's how it's done.
Dyer's top tower.
Miracle still continues his farm.
Come and get it.
Almost at that battle fury.
So 16.5. What it is. That's a good time. Where you run like this and you don't have a total free lane. Should be pretty happy with this. And yeah, kind of like last game. He's the guy to look toward. The like drafting in these two games, they're definitely putting a lot of eggs in the basket to have a good game. And I don't feel like this is a particularly great AM game, but I think it's good enough that if Liquid take 1 or 2 good fights, AM can carry this for sure. The OD matchup is always interesting. Goes both ways, right? OD this massive pure damage from Arcane Orb, but at the same time he needs to be careful not to get mono-booted. He's resistant against your ulti as well as the Astral, but at the same time you mana burn him too so he can't blink. So there's a lot of dynamic in the matchup that's actually really interesting. Watch different fights. But I love to see from Miracle, it's kind of a match for him to put in this game against a Charlie anyway. Not a magic bomb. Not an item who's going to AM in every game. This will guarantee that he can one flip if he gets mana burn by OD, and it wasn't necessary for things that have on the AM in this case.
Initiation's flying on the courier at the moment to mind control.
Yeah, that's a big guy. They need this. It's still, like I said, it's still hard to initiate fights. If they don't see where the saves are located, who do you jump on? Like, if you could pick any hero in the game, like Max calling Sky, who do you choose? Gyro, he's going to get either relocated out, assaulted, or disrupted. Any of the saves, they're going to get saved. And if the fights go long, I don't think Liquid are favored. I think they need to burst. Long fights, when Pango runs out, when the X call's expended, so the Gyro.
Smash broken mind control. I die. Sneyking trying to break him. Give him some strong rolling on. Hit back. Damn, Hunter against the fire through it. So low. Flat will go down. Inside the river with the they just in just enough damage to finish the job. Still 2-for-1 trade-off. And with this worked up, they will be the initiators in this.
It is so hard to kill Radiant in their position. They almost got the chance. And there's a better player, right? You can't purge the act.
Double damage.
Kill the Legion. He's still taunted, but they don't have the damage. And then he saves up, and the cavalry arrives. Yeah, they clean up 2 kills. I think that could be useful for the worst out of that situation.
Seeking another victory, and yeah, but worse. He's already at the. Yeah. This went. Moved. CCnC pieliedie, they're coming in. Well, the Miracle starting to scale and scale quick.
Yep. But look at probably Manta.
Control. It's the blink call. Doctrine will begin. Ready to go. He's got dual available mind control on the healthy man, but I don't know exactly what's up. You know, there's an observer ward there. They keep scouting. Now they get rid of it.
Okay, I'm actually really curious what's going to happen on the runes right now.
Radiant's
Seem to be
tower
on the bomb. IO is scouting with the spirit, so we'll get a bomb.
Precious bounty.
And Liquid were the ones to TP. It's like an extra victory there. They lost the line. And this, because you've seen these, it's been looking at that little bit extra. This Blade Mill can solo Lance Mage. A duel. And there's nothing Miracle can do about it. Predicting that it's coming and not getting caught. They have no save. The best play they maybe have is like, maybe Titan can stomp in time, or there can be Frostbite coming out, but
you can't use to begin or something else. Like it's,
yeah.
Nothing else really helps. Vlad's, you got Medallion from ET. That's his current assistance.
Could definitely see Yule's being a good pickup here. It might be better than the Vlads, to be honest. I like that idea too, but Yeah, who's gonna get it now? Pango, Ags, wants the blade mail.
Then Sneyking get BKB, and then Yul's actually won't.
Kuro wants the brace. No.
Like Kuro, he's got the. No. Can't spend this cash. YawaR and Mind Control looking for their own opening on bottom lane. YawaR's going for the gag and himself
middle tower is under
on the
attack.
Pango. Heavy damage out looking for his Mind Control if you can keep metal 2. Cause problems for Newbee getting aggressive.
Dude, CCnC really wrong. He's ahead of the build. 21.
Correct. He's gonna break flank. There's your first pull out. You commander, look at Pango. He is really killing himself with his lead. Tank. He jump away. Still rolling. Get the jump out. Who dropped that? From CCnC. The difference to the and then with Pango with back into the fight. And they have damage control on Sneyking. Get Miracle on the kill and a triple kill from CCnC.
Oh!
Quick blink away and Miracle's back up the road.
That's a rare one from PH there. I wonder if we're going to get a replay of that. He mistimed him a half second.
We can get a replay.
On the OD. That could have maybe been a round for him, but it ends up being 3 kills the way of CCnC. Only the one of Miracle killing off Sneyking. CCnC very quick self-astral, so he didn't get mana avoided, and then Miracle's like, meh, I'll get this other guy. So that's also fine. But yeah, that fight was a little bit scrappy, and you saw the frostbite actually did work.
Yeah, here we go. That's the moment.
Yeah, so we're going to see the Blink Blade coming here to YawaR. The very quick frostbite from Kuro lowers the damage enough that YawaR does stay alive initially. And now we're going to see the OD ulti just barely doesn't hit YawaR, so he gets the Rolling Thunder off. And now things are starting to look dicey for CCnC. He takes a lot of damage. The AM comes in, very quick Astro. And now, look at this stop from GH. How mistimed that was. And we're back into live. They kill Miracle.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Into was the mid lane. He was just a little bit too far out, farming aggressively. And trapped in the tree line. Shield crash himself up the hill. They're trying to keep the Spirits up there. Sneyking jumps up, but that's why we are rolling boulders down and then rolling thunders away to safety.
Oh, he needs to not die to side gunner. That was actually a bit dangerous what he just did. Rolling past the gyro with Ags, but it's fine. Yeah. Honestly, Newbee just looked really good. I like their draft. I really like the way they're playing.
You love to see CCnC's had 2 huge games as well, back to back.
Absolutely, he's been playing really good Dota in these 2 games, and once he gets the beat in this one, you feel like this is the kind of game that he can almost, you know, in any given fight, he can just be the absolute difference maker. He has huge damage potential. He has some good matchups. We talked about a couple of the Liquid heroes have pretty bad base intelligence and intelligence gain, and he can punish them with that ulti really easily. With the Veil build-up too, we only talked about his ulti. It's really good for his team too. Overwhelming odds, Shadow Poison, the gyro damage, huge with Maelstrom, Call Down, Homing Missile, the Spirits. It's just all coming together nicely for Newbee in this game. And you look at Liquid's lineup, and you got to play the AM game. That's the strat. That's what you have to do. And Anti-Mage is not ready. He needs Scotty and maybe another item after. Maybe a Butterfly, maybe an Abyssal, so that he can initiate a fight. But there's always that threat of the duel that Miracle has to play around. And that's difficult. It's actually really difficult.
And it keeps getting stronger and stronger too. Like you talk about like the damage output and how Liquid can go against it, but I just keep watching that dual damage tick up plus 48 at the moment.
Yeah, and every time
the attacks need to increase up with the 15 talent.
And when he hits himself harder too. So in the blade mail, right?
Yep.
It's not easy.
That's why he needs a Scott. Right? The extra life needs to sustain.
Yeah, it also gives him more attack speed and damage. So I mean, I don't know. The equation probably favors the bit, but not by that much. Obviously, you know, do a lot of damage as they in this duel.
Looking for it. Get inside the jungle, farm up anti-mage's areas, put down observers and sentry. Get some information, because how long could this game go on? It's like game 1 we went through it. I was like, you know what, okay, this was fun. We kind of knew where the end of the tunnel was. In this game, there is the end. Like, an OD is terrible at pushing high ground. You've at least got great split pushing power, but how does Newbee win this game against Liquid?
Good fight. You can take towers relatively quickly with a gyro axe. If you think about it, the Ag's side gun and fire being 1.1, it's almost like having a double damage, right? When it's only that extra hit a second is really useful for pushing when he gets his first damage hit him. He has a Maelstrom, which doesn't really do anything to towers, but once he gets Lizard Butterfly or maybe an MKB, you start to see towers.
This can be problematic for Sneyking. Like, he's gonna battle against these illusions of the EM, but he doesn't have mana to do the attack, duel, and blade mail. Like, he has, oh, you're right, he has Soul Ring. He can get enough in then.
Unless if he's dropped, then that's still not enough. But you can still, even if you're dry, you can blink blade mail duel. So sure, you can press the attack, but the AM is going to do the full damage to himself. And if you have one ally nearby, that's enough to get the kill off.
Observe what it sees so much. Sees YawaR coming up through the rune point. As we are going to put this Agon Interceptor to bouncing around everywhere. Can't get the stomp off in time. The hoping this actually inside caught inside the cold. So he'll go down to the dual combination, and letting it go allows Mind Control to TP away to safety. Kuro trapped up inside the tree lines, and Team Liquid, they've already lost 3. They've killed a support, and now getting a final support as well. It is a duel. Plus 74. Now Sneyking. And Team Liquid. And you thought they're having the AM game, but Miracle just seems to die so quickly in these fights too.
Yep.
They saw him coming, they had the ward down.
Anti-Mage is not ready. Like, this is still, I feel like this fight is almost winnable. Like, because Anti-Mage is, the hero is not good right now in the game. It needs more time. And sure, the Rolling Thunder there from YawaR, again, really good defensive spell use from Newbee, right? CCnC with a perfect self-astral. They had the heroes in the right to dodge out. I think the Rolling Thunder maybe hit nothing, or one hero once. And once that runs out, you know, we've talked about it, these extended fights, what if Liquid really got it? Like, if they don't burst somebody in the Axe Call and the Rolling Thunder, damage is weak.
Yeah.
It's just flat out weak. They have to be able to get these initial kills, and they're just getting outplayed and moved, really. Newbee are playing super good Dota. If they could keep up this kind of play, they could definitely be a possible off-bracket team from this group.
Yeah, hunting. Here comes Mind Control in for the call. MSS is there for the tether. They got the damage to kill Pyjamas up with Mind Control. His own. They're waiting for YawaR to get out of that Rolling Thunder so they can go on him again with a defensive imprisonment. YawaR doing the job on Sneyking. Finally, he has a double kill down, but so is the call down. YawaR will get out of range for the second missile, but not the homing one. Pango will fall. Buybacks available. GH couldn't help him out anymore. That's the closest fight that we've seen Team Liquid have, and that wasn't close at all.
Yeah, it was next to their own tower, and this time it felt like they got a good jump, right? They got the blink call out on the gyro with the blade mail on. He does kill himself once. The relocate failed because of a good stun cancel. You couldn't really have asked for much more there for Liquid, except for the last 10 minutes to be different, right?
Yeah.
And again,
kill one of the others, not just the supports.
And I love it from Sneyking, you know, just wait for the Anti-Mage. Come in. If you win the fight, he's gonna kill himself. Like, he's solo him. This AM just dies. And I kind of fundamentally disagree with the way Liquid have been trying to play the last 10 minutes, but it's always easy to, from the observer standpoint, to be like, just dodge them, you know? Yeah. Don't get caught, just don't fight. But if they feel super cornered on the map and like have to do something, you have to do something. But I can tell you, this is not what Miracle wants. This point, 30 minutes in the game, in a good AM game, you have the Scotty plus another item. He's very far behind par now on the AM. And it's one of those games now where unless you somehow either dodge for 10 minutes...
I was meant to have this. 'Tis mine. Monster kill!
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
They're desperate. That's not Liquid.
Sneyking looking for their own fight.
That was a 2-man jump on a bounty rune with 5 people missing.
Yeah, I'm very uncertain. We're going to keep on farming, so I wasn't moving the camera for it.
They even have a ward on their own top bounty rune, so they knew nobody from Newbee was up there. And still go for this jump, just super greedy for that bounty. Yeah, quick.
He had a choice though.
Yeah, you have,
he had a 1 in 3.
Exactly. You got it. Right. Go for it.
He's still sitting at plus 100 though. For his damage.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Easy.
attack.
He's still something into his own BKB. A lot of the stuns, a lot of the magical damage, like it's not going to stress him at all.
Oh my
god! Well, ham burnt. How will heal up?
That gives them a potential. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. They still lose the fight without OD ulti, I think.
Yeah, you now have blink side from CCnC. It's
That's another issue for AM, and he can't. I mean, he can spell shield it, but if OD BKB at least, then doesn't sell Hex. But you gotta be so careful now as Liquid. In a way, you gotta try to play defense. In another way, you're like, okay, ODLJ is down. It's not gonna get better than this. We just got our Scott and Miracle. We will try this fight. I don't think they're favored, but if they could.
It's very defensive. The Badman's also there, but what's really left? KuroKy's letting it go. Sneyking will jump in. He'll start the duel. Crystal Mountain stands no chance. Illusion. Victory their way, but Liquid are in full retreat.
That was a pretty funny situation. YawaR insta BKB'd the jump, so then CCnC couldn't save him with Banish, but they can reload him out. So one of their saves works on BKB and the other two don't. But again, if any save is nearby, it just doesn't die to this axe call. And Liquid should be happy they only lost a Maiden there. That looked like it could have been a total travesty. But
hey, this is just buying them time. Miracle's getting his farm. He's able to push out the lane. You're getting something. Like, I'm not saying that Team Liquid are in a great position. Like, the network's not looking good their way. Once again, the experience. Like, there's not even an Alchemist in this game. It's 30,000 is the experience advantage for Newbee right now.
This doesn't look like be the only core in anymore.
Yeah.
I think even if they let Miracle free farm, as long as they farm themselves, I don't think he wins it anymore. I think he needs a team to step up here. We need some damage out from the angle. We've got to get anything.
He's got
no items. Axe has such a terrible game right now. Remember how we said how good Mind Control's games were set up to be? He had such a good start in the late state. He makes 2 or 3 rotations to help his teammates out, and he sacrificed his own game hard for that.
And now YawaR and Miracle are actually battling over neutral camp farming.
Yep, they just don't have very much space on the map to work with right now. Sneyking is hoping that somebody's gonna fishing bottom.
CCnC's hoping someone will fight up on top. Because if anyone comes to fight, he just blinks in, he gets the scythe, and the relocate gets the follow-up. And Sneyking, he's making his own movement up. In the trees, wait for Liquid to come to you.
I would have loved to see Miracle send in one illusion here. Maybe he could have baited something. He doesn't go there here. Maybe send in one illusion, maybe he gets a free duel out of that. Maybe the OD Hex reveal. Oh, almost got him.
He needs some distance. GH gonna put down the Spirit, wants to get the sleep off. Relocate's coming in. Great movement of the Spirit. Going further to the southwest. She stuns up the wind, hitting into Io and Fire. Mind Control. He just doesn't have the life. CCnC's gonna protect himself with the BKB. As Mind Control attempts to blinks himself away. Is there a stun? There's a banish from Highline done.
I actually thought CCnC was gonna hex Tango out of the duel, but he went to hex the axe instead, so the counter initiate isn't there. Both guys are good in different ways. When watching that, it's probably better to hex the Pango and get that kill. Axe can jump in, so what? You have all these saves. Like, he's not going to kill anyone, but yeah. He got that guy instead. It's also another good kill. Axe is once again slowed down. These are coming in.
He's still got 32 intelligence in hits with the 30s to clip. Miracle, no way he can survive that. Kuro begins his own TP out to safety. He'll be okay. You lost your big one. Ahim's down for the count again. Maybe they find more. YawaR. On Discord trigger, swashbuckle, a shield crash, as deep as he can possibly get. Sneyking is looking for him as well. This is one thick bush. They can't see him through it.
And Sneyking keeps away straight into to put some pressure here and try to push. KuroKy knows there's a Hex OD in this situation. He knows. It has been communicated properly. Axe said there's Hex and OD. but he still take risk here, and that's expensive. That's a really big difference. In 4 bounties, it's a tier 3, or 3 bounties. 3 bounties, tier 3.
Snakeing's itching. He's really looking for a grab on Kuro. They're good. Okay, no protection. Mind control gets the call up. Can drag YawaR underneath the tier 4 towers, but only for a half second.
He has stats.
He's jump forward with the rolling thunder, going for 3 heroes, trying to bounce them in and around the ramp area. But now that's burnt. The melee racks is opened up.
Gyrocop Satanic is such an incredible item against Act in so many ways. Stats resistance is great. If you late mail call, you can heal yourself up during call. You have health. It's just, it's such a nice item to have here for YawaR. You just see why there. Very, I was gonna say very good discipline to back off, but in a way I kind of feel like they could have done this. The Racks. They had OD Hex ready, they had no Pango ulti. At the same time though, there's no Sanity's Eclipse. Gyro and Io had relatively low resources, so I honestly don't really mind them backing off here. I just think keep up the pressure once you have OD ult again. Go for another fight.
They probably also want to be a little bit... in 1-4, like these are... Even if they lose, even if Liquid get one of these.
Yeah, it's dying 2 or 3 heroes for, almost. Unless one of them is AM, that is.
Here's your run forward. AM illusions. There they are, because, hey, smoke don't break. Liquid, they have the high ground for the moment. What gets de-wolfed out, so Sneyking, just removing that extra information team. They're already retreating. Like, Wicard's gone bottom. They could try and contest Gun. He will respawn in 36 seconds. It's a long spawn timer that Newbee has to
top shrine is under attack.
So much money actually on Miracle.
Wonder if you give the OD the Aegis this time and just the cheese on Io and you feel like Gyro will not die. Logically, it's also good to give the Aegis high ground seizure so you can then run safely, but in a way it feels like YawaR gonna die. How are they actually gonna kill him if the Io has a cheese and he has a Satanic? I'm wondering what they're gonna do here. I honestly, no matter what they choose, I think they're fun.
So you gotta pop MSS before he can do anything else, but then also disengage after you get the pop.
He's got 2 saves in, like there's an SD with a save, OD with a blink save.
Radiant's bottom tower.
I can tell you.
Axe! Oi! Oh my god! Maybe a night death. He turns on the blade now.
Radiant's
It's what the call down, lock target. Mind control not protected anymore. The keeper's one off. Y just goes for a double kill. Moves out, goes up the Kuro while anti-mage gets trapped. A little further down, Weha banished. He actually got the... Down he goes for the double kill. Mind control brought back just in case his 9 deaths were already an economical problem. And this will be Roshan, Brax, or it'll be...
I'll tell you experience, if you're playing against lineups with 3 saves, if you don't have good silences, like Silencer Global, or, you know, heroes with very useful silences, or really strong team fight, getting kills is so hard. Liquid's fights are not taken terribly. It's just really difficult. Like, engaging onto this Newbee on their toes and have good positioning feels next to impossible, and I just think again, in this game, Newbee strategy is they're playing really good draft, they're playing really good Dota, and I'm super impressed. I was not expecting this to be a 2 of them, which looks very likely at this point. They're very far ahead in the game. We'll get Roshan too. Yeah, and it's a really strong showing from them.
It's clean Dota. Everyone's playing their role. All lanes seem to be doing something. So you can feeling that from Team Liquid. Like it's the Miracle show, great, but if Miracle goes big, you're not going to feel its presence. And mind control, like it feels so sad. The greatest way to run the off lane, but that's now his 10th death in this game after what was the best I could have asked for.
I'm looking at Mind Control's game, and I'm looking at his kill, and I'm like, what the hell is he supposed to do? Right? Yeah. Like, I think if you want to fault him mainly for anything, it's probably for the rotated early, but that's not an easy decision to make. He could have stayed top and got really rich, but that costs his team a bit. He has to sacrifice a couple of heroes in his bottom or mid lane instead of coming to help his team. But in the end, like, his game is just extremely difficult, and he has to go for his team. Who else is going to engage? Yeah. Like at some point, you gotta jump, right? If you're not letting the other team totally control the game.
KuroKy's going to goes for the first bite. So much damage. It's almost the die from this. And maybe with MSS just jump forward. He's put a hits on nothing. Does get the back line. Oh, nice. Something else. But there is and they got the drop. He's him low. He's not one. Or does he? Still alive. We are. Okay, that's how they get his not life. Liquid just died. And then no more damage to be done. Kuro will let it go. But this is 2-0 in favor of Newbee. They start off their TI9 campaign with a health solid Dota all round from Newbee and Liquid. And it feels begging of what game they were looking to turn up to play here.